Thank you, thank you. Yeah, we just finished our morning session. The top teams have a very active competitions to challenge the real world problems. For the afternoon sessions, like myself as a representative from Blockchain for Good, is sharing why we run the blockchain and for good alliance and how we to achieve this goal. So let me introduce a bit about myself. Probably I need to repeat some of the audience's stuff from the morning. I'm Allan, head of Moledao. Moledao is a Web3 builder community initiated by Bybit and focus on develop the talent pools in Web3 space. And meanwhile, I serve as a community member of Blockchain for Good Alliance. So today, yeah, I'm going to try my best to share blockchain, what we're doing for the past 6 months. So this initiatives is a long-term collaborative, non-profit initiatives with key partners with main goal to contribute the societal good by using blockchain technology to solve real-world problems. So why? Because in the crypto industries, there's a lot of implementations in crypto exchange, in financial sectors, in payments. But we're still missing some more real-world problem being resolved by blockchain. So we believe this could be a potential for great impacts. Sorry, that's a call. So how to achieve this goal? It definitely cannot be done by single organization or individuals. So we, in light by first initiative by Bybit, they has a very good initiative idea saying whether we can support some fundings that can encourage or empower these builders who start a journey to resolve real-world problems. For example, like sustainability, UN 17 SDG goals, same problems. So as a Moledao team, we work with them and saying probably we have some approach. So there's 4 pillar actions that we think we probably can achieve this goal. So, the innovation is always coming from hackathons. The hackathon try to incentivize the innovators based on the current problem statement to propose some solutions. But hackathon sometimes is just a start. We need further incubations to facilitate the growth. So next module will be incubations. Then next, the Web3 Oscar is more like a ceremony like to award, to recognize the builders who have done remarkable achievements. Like today, we shortlist 10 projects. They really demonstrate the effort in different tracks to resolve real-world problems. Then for the next, Web3Key Fund is another upcoming initiatives that we are going to review later by the founder of Blockchain for Good Alliance last sessions. So for the hackathon, for the incubation, for the Oscar, for the Web3 funds, we hope we can build ecosystems that more and more builders can really work on this track, being incentivized and being awarded and eventually being funded. So that's the approach. So this chart showing, I don't know whether the font is large enough. I think it's okay. So we believe the real world problem always not one sector's problem. Sometimes it's cross-border, sometimes cross industries. So that's why we hope in onboarding different roles from the space, like government representatives, industry players, university, non-profit organization, community, and protocols. So with these subject matter experts, they can form up kind of like pooling resources, like mentor pools, because like today, a lot of projects has been evaluated by our community judges. They will give the industry opinion to advise them how their project going. There's some feedback to the process. And also, when we run these alliances, we attract a lot of talents. Until now, we received more than 400 project submissions. Behind it is a lot of various talents. So this pool is very valuable for these industries. The idea pool, price pool, value pool, and marketing pool is how we're trying to leverage on alliance to form up these resources, can better empower these builders. They are not work alone, and the journey in the Web3 space is being supported by alliance. So until now, we have onboarding more than 100 alliance partners and cover more than 40 countries. And the total exposure is more than 3 million. And every month we run the routine community meetings. And of course, this is very flexible. So our community member, when they're free, they will join the meeting and share what's going on in their sectors. And also we can feature some use case like our project, Incubator project, to share their stories. So just now I mentioned about we get 4 pillars. Then let's move to the first pillar, hackathons. So this hackathon, until now, for the past few months, we have get 40 community to support us to promote this idea. We cannot do this hackathon alone. You know, every single hackathon involves a lot of operation. But globally, there's a lot of hackathon. Why not bring the blockchain for good idea to the hackathon to further incentive these builders? If you are working on some public good sectors, you are get further incentive by BGA. So that's our idea, helping to promote this brand images. Also, to let people, let the builders know there's some alliance will support them. They are not work alone. So until now, we get 13 tracks has been applied and released more than 120 prize pool to the different organizers. It's not big money, but small money can still further encourage them. Okay, they are winning some award because they are doing something good. So this is some photos we share. This morning we also share from regionally. We travel, our representative, our ambassadors travel a lot to different regions, hackathons, and from Asia to like Europe and South America. Yeah, cover more than 40 countries. Then after hackathon, we shortlist the projects. Then we potentially want to support them further. So the incubation program is the idea how we want to further support them. So the incubation project selection process, we have 3 sources. One is the hackathon I mentioned previously. Then also we have a lot of partners they would like to recommend to join, to submit the application to become our incubation projects. So through this journey, we have very standard process platforms that can submit the projects, and we have community judges. They've been scoring based on the project's submissions. Then we have different tiers of scores. So this score we will further interview. If the projects really align with BGA goals, we will assign them to different tiers support. For example, like what I'm sharing this morning, like EasyHub is one of our intensive projects. Later, they will share a bit more. But until now, we have received more than 50 applications, and 20 projects has been supported by BGA. Then, for example, as in Hub, we are not the domain expert, but we try to use alliance way to support them, like go to the market, provide more viewers through our medium pools. Then for the grant size, we also reserve some fundings to support them, to helping them to do some events, do some marketings. Then lastly, we have tried to leverage on our partner VC pools to let them have more chance to have one-to-one interviews with VCs. Then last, we also get Bybit support. They have legal team or other potential partners. They can provide other support. Then this pool of resources can really help them. The number 3 is Oscar. Why we said Oscar? We believe this Web3 space, we need some story to let more people know. And also, we need to recognize not only projects, but our stakeholders like judges, mentors, partners, even our ambassadors. So for this alliance, we only have few team members, but how we can engage a lot of partners, that's how we design the systems. We have mentor ambassadors. So this Oscar award just trying to award the people, the stakeholders, they have contributed this alliance. They have done a great job to have a better version of themselves. So until now, we get a prize pool. Yeah, definitely this will be shared later. Yeah. The last will be the Web3Key Fund. This is very important. Any innovations cannot grow without fundings. So we first great thanks to Bybit. They commit 2.5 million per year for the starting fund for the BGA. So we are going to allocate these fundings to what we're trying to achieve for the hackathon, for the incubation, for the Oscar, for the events, even reserve some response fund for any special case. So this is just a start. Through the 6 months journey, we slowly engage different ecosystems. They have like-minded initiatives. So potentially we have more joint fund in future, and this will be reviewed by Helen later. So yeah, that's how we build a blockchain for good ecosystems. So different partner, different role, you always can contribute. Yeah. So finally, thank you all for your support. And I always share with my partners. Let's build a blockchain for good ecosystem together. Thanks.